Hello gamers, this is J.A.R. 369 and welcome back for another horror figure review for 31 horror toys in 31 days. Today I'll be taking a look at the Bendy, the Wave 3 figures. We got Bendy, Alice Angel, and of course Boris. All made by Jakks Pacific. So take a look at each of these packagings. You can see the window exposing the figures and their accessories. You get the artwork of Bendy right there. You get the names of each character's warning choking hazard, and you get the game studios recommended for ages 14 plus, and the Jakks Pacific logo right there. On the side, you get various cartoon characters from I would say, Bendy, the Unique Machine. I mean, that's the only game I played. I haven't owned Dark Revivals yet, because I heard it's coming on the Switch. I might get that. But by the time this review, it's already out. And you can see the image of these characters right there. On the back, you can see the image of the figure and what does it do. And there's other figures from this wave. I finally collect them all, except for Hula Bendy, because yeah, I'm only one like these three. That's about it. So yeah, so let's take out all three of them out of their package. Here are the rest of the gang out of the package. So let's take a closer look at each of them. Let's start off with Alice Angel. The head sculpt here looks pretty good. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Very 1940s cartoonish going on here. The eyes looks good. You get the little red dot or little... I forgot what beauty mark right there. That's what it's called. You get the horns all over on her hair and the little halo on top. The hair sculpt looks pretty good. Not too bad. And take a look at her whole body here. Nothing much. Just a plain old black dress. You get the long gloves right there on each side of her arms. And take a look at the hands. You can see like one hand like some type of jazz hand or something, while the other hand probably holding on for her accessory. But the way her hand looks, yeah, pretty sure it won't stay on very well. But you can see the little pinky raised up here. You get the heels right there. You get a little black stripe on like the lower part of her knees. Again, the heels. And she does have the display stand on, because without it, she does tend to fall off, even though with the display stand. And she still falls off. But there's two pegals in the bottom of her feet there. So overall for Alice Angel, yeah, I'd say they did really not too bad of a job with her. Yeah, Jakks Pacific did a really great job. So that's it for Alice Angel, and moving on to the main star of the game, Bendy. Yeah, Bendy here looks pretty good. I'd say they did really not too bad of a job with this figure. The head sculpt looks good. Get the legalese on the back there. Interesting. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Everything on the face, the eyes, and the smile, teeth looks good. Take a look at his body here. Nothing much, just plain old black. You can see the white tie right there. And you can see the clear neck peg right there. Get the big old giant Mickey Mouse hands right there with some black dots on them. And you can see there's nothing much on the boots there, it's just plain black. And on the bottom there's like serial numbers and the Jakks name right there, and a single peg on the bottom of his feet there. So yeah, that's about it for Bendy. Oh, I accidentally bumped Alice Angel. But Bendy here looks pretty good, pretty decent. And lastly, here we got Boris. Yeah, what a great character in the first game. I'm so sad that he was unalived. I will turn into a monstrous creature from her over here. Yeah. Anyway, the head sculpt looks pretty good. Yeah, I'd say they did really not too bad of a job for how he is if he was in a cartoon. Well, there's some artworks in the game, like cartoon images in the game here. Really not too bad. Very goofy going on here. Well, basically, this character is basically based off Goofy. Yeah, it's still really not too bad. You can see like the freckles or whatever on there. You see the dimples there. You can see like that. And you can see the mouth underneath it there. The ears looks good. Very well sculpted. Take a look at his whole body here. You can see the giant suspenders there with some sculpted buttons and little pockets there. Take a look at the hands. Nothing much, but they can hold on the accessories very well. And lower legs there, you can see some pockets right there. And you get the shoes here, nothing much. And on the bottom, there's a serial number on his right foot and a Jakks logo on the left foot and a peg up there as well. Oh, Bendy just fell off. But anyway, yeah, overall for the Boris figure, I'd say they did really a great job with him. Yeah, not too bad at all. Now for articulation, all three of the figures all have ball jointed at the head here. They both have arm rotation that goes in and out. They both have bend at the elbows and they do rotate. All three of them have wrist rotation and does have the hinges side to side. Except both Alice and Boris, except for Bendy, all have waist articulation. And both Alice and Boris have ball jointed legs rotation there. While Bendy, it's just like kick forward and back and a little bit of rotation there. They all have bend at the knees and rotation a bit. Dingles do go pivot forward back and ankle pivot side to side on Boris. Same thing with, well, Alice has slight rotation, but Bendy doesn't have like the ankles forward and back, but just rotation. That's it. So yeah, it's just a standard Bendy and the machine articulation, but you can still give them some decent amount of posabilities. For accessories, Bendy comes with a rocking horse, which does rock like an actual rocking horse. Pretty cool. Not sure you can put it on the Bendy figure. And Alice Angel does come with the microphone with a little printing on there. There's the back here. Yeah, you can either like put it on front of her, like so. And of course, Boris comes with the basket. Nothing in it here, but the handles do move. So let me just do this off camera and put it. Yep, and you can see he does hold on very well. A little bit loose, but still holds on very well. Thankfully for the thumb, it won't fall off. And lastly, they all came with this little protector slideshow thingy. I don't know what they're called, but it's like when you look closely, you can see like there's like a little film there. I mean, you cannot see it. I mean, you can see it a little bit. Yeah, you can see like a little animation style right there. There's like a little turn here. If you turn it, yeah, you can see it. You can see it turns, but you cannot see the image. It's really cool for Jakks specific to include those. But I really wish they do come with display stands. Just display stands, but not like a background. But hey, that's fine, I guess. Overall, for these figures, I'd say they look pretty great. Yeah, I'm very happy to have these versions of Bendy, like the cartoony looks. Yeah, if you're like a big Bendy and the Ink Machine fan, then I do definitely recommend getting these figures anywhere else. I got Bendy and Alice Angel at GameStop, and I found Boris at Target. Yeah, so look for these figures at your local GameStop or Target. Now for my ratings for Bendy, I might give Bendy a 9 out of 10. Alice, I'll give her a 9 out of 10 as well. And Boris, I might give him a 9 out of 10. So yeah, they all have 9 out of 10 anyways. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, please consider like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And follow me on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. All 3 links will be in the description down below. That's all I have to say. These are the Bendy D&E Machines figures Wave 3 that features Bendy, Alice, and Boris, all made by Jakks Pacific. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next horror toy review for 31 horror toys in 31 days.